Dozens of leading doctors and academics are calling for a ban on tackling in school rugby matches. In a letter to ministers, they say too many young people risk serious injury as a result of high-impact collisions that occur regularly during a game. Well, supporters say scrapping full-contact rugby in schools could have a huge impact on the future of the sport. Dominic Reynolds reports now from the Cooper's Company School in East London.
In this sport, taking the ball off the man means taking the man off his feet. But for the thousands of young players in the UK, the rugby tackle could soon be sidelined. These boys are 12 and 13. They've already been tackling in rugby for 2 years. But the call today is to replace tackles with touches and take the collisions out of the game completely. Crouch! Dozens of doctors and academics have written to the government saying banning high-impact collisions like scrums and tackles for under-18s will cut injuries. After the game, I broke the news to a few of this team's star players. What's your first response? No more tackling in rugby. What do you think?
Not good.
Not good?
Game's ruined.
Game's ruined?
Wouldn't like it at all.
Wouldn't like it?
Probably just stop playing. I wouldn't really have a job. I just be on the bench. The main part of the game, like for forwards, if you can't tackle, you can't do a lot else. If you're not fast, you're basically out of the game.
It's a lot more enjoyable to be able to think that you can tackle someone that's so much bigger than you.
I think it's just all part of the fun to get tackled and sometimes get hurt.
So a pretty one-sided response here, but one of the people behind the letter says children need to be protected now more than ever. The government's about to roll out rugby in another 350 state schools.
They want 1 million children to play. At these very high rates of injury, we could be looking at up to 300,000 excess injuries a year, including almost 100,000 concussions.
Matt Perry knows what a so-called high-impact collision feels like. He played 36 times for England and says cutting tackling would kill off the game completely.
It's a big step up to go from non-contact tackling in school to then going to a club, and we'll see kids drop off. We won't see a club system, we won't see local rugby, we'll see a great cultural game of this country just go down the pan.
Where does that shoulder hit on the person we're tackling?
Those on the side of tackling say if it's taught correctly, the risk of injury goes down fast.
Good tackle!
Critics say possible concussion shouldn't be part of the national curriculum. Dominic Reynolds, 5 News.
Now, without it.